Hi, loved ones. Welcome back for another episode of SOS, Saturday of Spirituality. I'm Neshama of IamNeshama.com, where we help you develop a spiritual approach to life, creativity, and personal growth. Today's episode is part 2 on our discussion on distinguishing between good success and bad success. I feel like there are 2 major issues that keep us from obtaining the vision for the lives that we truly desire to live. The first is that the desire for a luxury lifestyle has become the standard for everyday living in our culture. It's like people are not praying for homes anymore. People are praying for 10-bedroom, 5-bathroom mansions and luxury cars. And the worst part is that people are walking around depressed and genuinely hating their lives because they don't have these luxuries. And everywhere they turn around, they're seeing a reminder that they don't have these luxuries in the magazines, on TV. They're hearing about it on radio. It's all on Instagram and Facebook and Pinterest and all the social medias. And it's literally driving people into depressions and anger and fits of rage because they feel like the world is not fair because some people have and some people don't have. And they're completely missing the essence, the core of these things. Wealth that is manifested from the inside out, not from the outside in. And our society and this culture has conditioned us to praise hollow accomplishments and hollow victories and follow people and admire people because they have these luxury lives or because they have these things. And because of this, a lot of us don't even know how to distinguish between the blessings of the Most High and the fruits of usurping His will and the toil and the labor that goes into these unnatural aspirations. It's not that living good and living luxurious is not a natural desire, but the aspiration being so driven by that and allowing that to be the only thing that you can live, the only thing that you're willing to experience is just unnatural and detrimental to your spirit, man. And because we are so wrapped up in believing that we're not really living unless we're living luxuriously, or that somehow our life is diminished and our capacity is diminished because we're not living in the lap of luxury, is so detrimental and so oppressive to your spirit. A good indication that you are chasing down hollow accomplishments, it's not that you're afraid of losing your blessings. That could just be something that you need to work out. That could be part of your spiritual journey. There are wealthy people who are not happy because they are so afraid of losing what they have. Now, this is just a part of their spiritual journey. So it's not that you're just afraid of losing your blessing. It's when you're so afraid of losing the things that you have that you start compromising on your integrity and you start undercutting other blessings that are in your life. So, you have this big old house, but you don't have the energy to keep it clean. Or you are blessed with good health, but you continually eat crap and junk food because you don't have the time to cook or eat healthy. Or, you are blessed with this loving family and you don't spend any time with them because you prioritize your work over family time. Or you pray for this, amazing spouse who loves you, and you're snapping at that person all the time because you're stressed about the job, because the expectations of the job that are being placed on you are so high and so time consuming and you're still prioritizing that first because you're afraid that if you don't have that job, you'll lose the things that you have. The long and the short of it is that blessings that come from the Most High do not come with fear. They come with dedication, they come with determination, they come with inspiration, but they don't come with fear that causes you to compromise on the very things that He's placed inside of you. And we really have to get to a point where it is not acceptable behavior to satisfy our ambitions by usurping the Most High's authority in our lives. The second issue that I feel keeps us from obtaining the vision that we have for the life that we truly want to live is that our culture has kind of conditioned us to despise adversity. I have never seen anything like it. Like, we don't want to go through anything at all, but we want everything. We don't want to experience hardship. We don't want to experience trials nor tribulations. It doesn't matter how much character it would build in us. Like, it doesn't matter how it would prepare us for our gift. We are just unwilling to go through it. And when we go through it, we go through it with such sour faces. And we don't look for understanding about why this is a challenge to us. We don't look at it as an obstacle. We look at it as a barrier. We automatically think that adversity means no, when adversity means build to your yes. It's to the point where people are taking shortcuts to the visions that they have for their lives. They are compromising, in ways that it's like they know they're compromising. They're just not interested in anything that resembles adversity. And it's funny because, to me anyway, it's funny because they're settling for the shell of what they want. And they're not happy, they're not satisfied, and they're stressed, angry, and then the bitterness of not having had those luxuries becomes the same or equal to the bitterness that they have while having the luxuries, because they really were not prepared for it. They were not ready for it. The stress of it. So it's like bitterness for bitterness, they're matching when they have and when they don't have. But here's the thing, right? Because every adversity that you experience is tailored specifically to the desire that lies in your heart. And this misconception that adversity is somehow only this list of specific things and that only certain people have like the market cornered on experiencing adversity is nonsense, because adversity is what challenges you. And if it's a real challenge to you, believe me, it feels like adversity no matter what it looks like to someone else. But the key about adversity is that through overcoming and the wisdoms that come from these challenges and the knowledge and or self-awareness that comes from overcoming these adversities is what enables you to take on the shell of what you have as like a vision for your life and match it so that you're happy and satisfied and joyous and can enjoy it, which is something that a lot of people negate when they're having things. It's like you have the things, but you can't enjoy the things. I just really want to ask the question to you guys, like, have we really come to the point where we're praying But in our hearts, we don't really believe that anyone's really listening to our prayers. And are we really so far away from the understanding that friction is necessary for any plant to break ground? So why are we so disgusted by adversity? Why do we feel ashamed if we go through something hard? Like trying to project this image of ourselves to others, fearful of their judgment on us. But we give no care to our own judgment on ourselves, the Most High's judgment on our acts. We give no care to the burden that it places on ourselves. We willingly strap that to our back, but we are unwilling to go through even the slightest bit of adversity that the Most High puts us through just so that He can prepare us for our gift. Why we strap on the burden of this world, the burden of procuring the vision that we have for our lives, for ourselves, but we're unwilling to go through the adversity that builds in us the ability to enjoy those same blessings in their fullness. The Most High is faithful to us, and sometimes I feel like we're not being that loyal friend back. Sometimes I feel like He's being faithful to us and we're not being faithful to Him. We're not being faithful enough to wait on Him. We're not being faithful enough to believe Him for His word. The first opportunity we get, we think that, oh, see, I knew He wasn't going to do it. I knew He wasn't going to provide this for me. I got to go out there and do it myself. Like, how disloyal is that? And I'm not saying any of this in judgment, because I'm guilty of doing these very things from time to time. But we have to begin to catch ourselves. Like, we have to discipline ourselves to being a good friend to the Most High. And not just being a good servant, but it's like, this is our Father showing us love. And we need to start evaluating how we show our love to Him. We walk around giving respect to other people's opinions of us. We walk around giving respect to the way the world works, and this is just what you have to do to survive in the world. Like, we give so much respect to these things. How about we put some respect on the Most High's name? How about we put some respect on that? We gotta do better. We gotta do better. Thank you for watching another episode of SOS, Saturday of Spirituality. I really hope that this video doesn't come off judgy and that you recognize it for what it is, which is just an attempt in love to encourage you guys to really evaluate the way that you are faithful to the Most High, the way that you express your gratitude and your love and your loyalty to the Most High. Until next week, I'm Neshama of IamNeshama.com, reminding you that this is your life and it's a gift to you and only you. So live it to the best of your ability and be unapologetic in it. Why are we afraid of the fire? You would think we crossed the Most High in heaven. That's not our lot. Fire for us is what builds us and molds us and seals us, fortifies us for the reality that we want to live, the vision of this ultimate life that we desire in our hearts. So why are we afraid of the fire? The adversary should be afraid of the fire. He's the one that should be afraid of the fire, not us. Because fire for him is flames. Fire for us is baptism.